Good day, sir. Viewers, if you are watching, click on the like button as you are watching now. Drop your comment on this program and also share this program to others. U.S. Senator raises a motion to disintegrate Nigeria. What do you have to say about this?
Well, it didn't come as a surprise. There has been developments regarding that over time. But what they want to state clearly at this point in time is that Nigeria has become a country of concern. The senators and the Republicans met, in Oval Office with the President of the United States of America about a few hours ago, and there was this deliberation that was going on how Nigeria is going to be disintegrated because it has become a country of concern, even though the federal government of Nigeria has come out to actually, deny, anything like that. But are they actually sincere to themselves? And most of those things we are hearing from the Oval Office, right from the Washington DC, is that IPOB is not a terrorist organization and they are not linked to anything terrorist anywhere in the world. As you continue to watch this video, you continue to see on the in the background, where you continue to see visible engagement and activities, of IPOB all over the world, so Nigeria is actually making mockery of themselves because definitely it has backfired. It is going to be a wider jubilation and something Nigeria would never believe will happen. It's getting closer. I can assure you, in honest truth, Biafra, as a sovereign nation, is here.
It is here.
United States government has disclosed very clearly that at this point, it is going to be something that no power on earth will stop. Biafra has come. I want to celebrate at this moment with Biafrans all over the world, and I want to say, in solidarity with Master Nnamdi Kanu for the legacies he has left for the Igbo people, all over the world. Yes, the Republican senators, wrote to the American Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who acknowledged that it has become something that there is going to be some level of concentration on Nigeria, and with proof and what we are seeing today, it has become reality. Nigeria is going to experience disintegration. And even though we are hearing that Abuja, is struggling currently now with the reality and revelation that is coming from the most powerful, nation in the world. Mike Johnson, the House Speaker of United States government, has also, given an endorsement in that regard. They might not know, what is happening. A lot of people will say, how does this going to work? Of course, it is going to work. Very clearly, we are saying at this point in time that we do not need the criminal United Nations to step into the Biafran quest to disintegrate from Nigeria. But what we are saying at this point is that now we are gathering a global support, a global endorsement, with revelations coming from Canada, with revelations coming from even UK themselves, can no longer do much because, the power of, control has actually, left them. Even though there has been manipulation on, trying to rule Nigeria from behind the scene, control Nigeria behind the scene as a result of whatever interest they are thinking they are having. And it has become very clear now that the UK themselves has experienced the attack in one of the Jewish synagogues in the United States of in United Kingdom currently now, that prompt the Prime Minister, who is about to leave office for having supported terrorism in the Middle East, has taken a stand now that they are going to take decision over what is happening in, of course, Nigeria, in Africa, and of course, pointing at Nigeria. When they are talking about Nigeria, it is very critically clear, that the Nigeria-Biafran civil war was as a result of a religious war, was instigated, was turned, became a religious war between Muslim Nigeria and Christian Biafra. And when you are talking about the killing of Christians. It has gotten to the point. I can tell you, you can see the government of the world has been reacting. He said they have been watching development. It's not about what Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to the national TV, to indict himself. I can put it that way, because the IPOB, ESN does not share the same ideology with any terrorist organization in the world. Their ideology is specific, and what is the ideology? To stop the infiltration of jihadists, to stop killings of Christians all over the world, to make sure that they have a nation of their own where their destinies and their lives can be protected. As simple as that. That is the aim. And there's nowhere in the history of the world where we see Nnamdi Kanu, carrying gun against anybody, against any carrying gun against anybody, against any tribe, against any race, against any government, anywhere in the world. Then how come? That's what the United States of America is asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I hope he responds to this question. How come you label, these people a terrorist organization? Yes, the Southeast governors, in their quest to struggle popularity, in their quest to dismantle Nnamdi Kanu, in their quest, to whittle down the influence of Nnamdi Kanu, who is almost controlling over 85 million. Nnamdi Kanu word has become law and order. They went as far as conniving with the late president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, and that was the outcome of the kangaroo Islamic jihadist court in Nigeria that are still manipulating Nnamdi Kanu's freedom and right to, self-determination. Till this moment, Nnamdi Kanu is spending over 2,000 days in DSS custody, as I am speaking to you, for an offense he never committed. Whether they are going to release him or not, of course, the spirit of Biafra is taking over everything, everywhere. Currently now, the men on ground are not relenting for a minute. And I can tell you that it is not yet over. Nigeria will be surprised what is going to happen in the few moments from now. Yes, because the deliberations are already going on. The security agencies, the world security agencies have focused on Nigeria. Currently now, the Canadian government has reacted. The British government has reacted, endorsing the decision of the American Senate that Nigeria should be designated as a country of concern, meaning that every hand is on deck, things are being worked out on the ground, that Nigeria has gotten to the point of disintegration. And the reason, yes, you cannot factor that, you cannot deny that Christians are being murdered in Nigeria on a daily basis.
Viewers, if you are watching, click on the like button, drop your comment, and also share this program. Do you think it is high time U.S. interfere in Nigerian issues? I think they're showing enormous interest because of solidarity and pressures, and development. We don't need to tell them. The American, analysts there, came out and told the whole world, that they have been watching developments in Nigeria. They think they are not watching them. They are watching them, and they are seeing how continuously over 5,000 churches has been destroyed. Close to 500,000 Christians have been murdered by these people, and it is not acceptable. And this also is what the British Prime Minister, as you have watched in this video, stated it clearly, that we can no longer allow this thing to continue, signaling the peace and prosperity of what millions of Igbos all over the world has actually gone through in Nigeria. You can see the people of Kwara currently is under serious massacre, and they are heading towards the Biafran region. The Middle Belt has the same thing, because they know that that's where they can only find peace. That's what the people that can represent them. And the whole world is watching. Look at what is coming from the Mali, Senegal, Niger, and Burkina Faso, saying very clearly that they are going to, make public the list of politicians who are powering, who are destroying, who are killing, who are sponsoring, terrorist
organization. It is left for the world to know whether IPOB name is actually going to be there.
IPOB.
Yes, whether Nnamdi Kanu name is going to be published by those who see. The names are already in the internet, but they are saying, the security experts are saying they are going to, publish it. We don't know who is who in that list, but the list is already here. As we progress in this interview, you discover, names of people who were actually involved in this conquest agenda. But the Southeast governors, of course, are pretending over the reality on ground, and they are making it look as if, they do not know what to do. Yes, the president come out and said it, that they are all, IPOB, but they forgot that a certain court has already labeled APC and PDP as a terrorist organization. Here, some few months ago, from all the way from Canada, they have made it very clearly. They never mentioned IPOB, but Nigeria has always looked at way, to indict and possibly carry out a extrajudicial, extermination and execution of Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody, and that is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is planning to engage on. Currently now, for him coming out publicly to declare, means that he wants, extrajudicial decision on Nnamdi Kanu that will lead to his execution, or possibly, indefinite, remaining in DSS custody. But that has already been thwarted by the United States government decision that Nigeria will go their separate ways. And when we are talking about Nigeria going their separate ways, we have seen DSS custody, and that is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is planning to engage on. Currently now, for him coming out publicly to declare, means that he wants, extrajudicial decision on Nnamdi Kanu that will lead to his execution, or possibly, indefinite, remaining in DSS custody. But that has already been thwarted by the United States government decision that Nigeria will go their separate ways. And when we are talking about Nigeria going their separate ways, we have seen countries, lending signatories to that. A celebration to Nnamdi Kanu. We know what the IPOB leader, has said in the past concerning the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. But today, you can see that the world leaders, are paying deep attention to do something that has to do with reality and how to liberate Christians from jihadist tendencies that already, crippling the world. We do not need to rely on the United Nations currently now, but what we need at this point in time is the executive order of the most powerful nation